If you laser cut organic or thin materials and work with mediums that are less cooperative than wood or acrylic, you know it can be a challenge to keep your materials in place. In our workshop, we are cutting loads of leather and foam for our armor builds and other projects. And these materials are generally shipped in rolls and they require some additional persuasion to lay flat on a cutting bed. So in this video, I'm going to share the best way that I've found to hold down these stubborn materials. And if you've ever experienced an issue where your material lifts up mid-cut, catches the laser head, and ruins your whole session, I'll share a few bonus tips at the end of the video that may also help you out. Odds are, you've probably tried some of the common solutions. You can use tape in a pinch, but it's time-consuming to set up, somewhat unreliable, and it's an additional fire hazard. Weights like steel bar stock are simple to use, but it doesn't have any side-to-side holding power, so it's easy for your materials to get bumped out of place, and that can ruin your project. I also know that a lot of people like to use these various pegs that wedge into your grid, but I think I have something better, and I've been using it for a while and I'd like to share it with you. I designed a simple 3D printable solution, magnetic hold downs. I have a few variations available and some more ideas that I'll explore at a later date. I'll be making the files available so you can print these yourself. And if you don't have a 3D printer, you can get them printed by a service like PCBWay. I'll show you how in just a minute. But first, let me tell you more about the designs. I used a program called Plasticity to design these. It's a nice software that is somewhere between a CAD and an art program, and it's very intuitive. Not really the point of this video though, so I'll just drop a link in the description if you'd like to check it out. You can use any 3D printer for these designs. To make these prototypes, I used our Bamboo Lab X1C and H2D to 3D print these in-house, as well as our Haygears Ultracraft resin printer. But here too, it's not really the point of the video, so I'll just leave a link in the description if you want to check these out. These tools make sure that your material stays in place on any laser bed with a ferrous metal grid, so steel grids will work but not non-ferrous metals. These are low profile, easy to use, and strong enough to hold a wide variety of materials. I have 3 designs available so far, and I picked out some commonly available magnets as the base. Design number 1, the bar magnet version. The first design is long and narrow with a slot for a bar magnet. There are 2 thicknesses at the ends to help clamp down different material sizes. It's low profile enough to fit under most laser heads, so you can place it directly on top if you want. The lip around the frame makes it super easy to grab. The side with the bare magnet is very strong, and if you flip it upside down, it'll weaken the magnetic effect, making it easy to set aside when not in use and to pick back up when you need it again. Design number 2, round magnet version. The second design holds a round magnet. Instead of flat ends, it has these pedal-like structures at different thicknesses, giving you even more options for clamping down materials. The large magnet has a considerable holding power, and the different pedal heights makes it very versatile, with the ability to hold down the material with the magnet off to the side. And these are still fairly low profile, and also a good option for holding down the material by placing it directly on top as well. Design number 3, mini round version. The third and more recent design is a plain shape mostly intended to hold down tighter internal areas but still useful to quickly scatter around along the outside. The lip along the edge also makes these comfortable and easy to grip and move around. Naturally, you could just use all of these magnets without a 3D printed cover, but these designs are a big quality of life improvement, making it much easier to use. And these may even look like fridge magnets, but the magnets I'm using are a lot stronger, so prying them up without the cover would get really tedious fast. Dangerous. Right now, I mostly cut thinner materials, so that's what these are optimized for, but if there's interest, I would love to design an adjustable version for thicker materials, and I do have some ideas for this, so please let me know in the comments if that's something you would use, or if you have other ideas for tools that would make your laser cutting workflow easier. So how do you get them? All 3 of these designs are available now, and you can get the link to the STLs in the description below. If you don't have access to a 3D printer, we may offer this as a physical product in the future, but in the meanwhile, you can also take the STL file we provide and have a third-party service like PCBWay print the products out for you on demand. PCBWay is an ally of makers and a big supporter of 3D printing content creators, so you may already be familiar with their service. But if not, they're a service that will fabricate all sorts of custom components based on your designs and specifications. That includes PCBs, cutting surfaces, CNC, CNC, metal printing, injection molding, and in this case, FDM printing of STL files. So you can upload an STL with a whole batch of these parts, choose the material, and they will print it and ship it to you, and you'll have them at your door in no time. You can order as many as you want for personal use. You can pick all sorts of options with loads of materials and colors to choose from. The most affordable looks like it's going to be white PLA, but you can pick out some other colors if you're feeling adventurous. Thanks to PCBWay for their support with this video. Please check the link in the description to support the channel. Once you have the covers, you will need to get the magnets. I have some affiliate links in the description for that as well. Once you have the magnets, you can use some super glue and drop them in. If you want the magnets to stack nicely on each other, just make sure to stay consistent with the orientation of the polarity of the magnets. Now for a few bonus tips. So what do you do if you've got your pieces secured with the hold downs and the material starts to warp while cutting? First, start with prep. If you're working with stiffer leather, you can lay it flat and weigh it down, ideally for a day or more prior to cutting, and this will help a lot. Second, for vegetable tanned leather, you can actually wet the leather before placing it onto the bed, or in a pinch, even wetting it down when it starts to act up while cutting. Third, if you have a more stubborn material that's not easy to train by laying flat, or it can't absorb enough moisture to weigh it down, you can use the tabs feature in Lightburn to automatically or manually generate tabs so that the material doesn't fully separate while cutting. I'll link everything in the description so you can grab the files, print them, and try them in your own shop. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and share it with other makers, and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. If you know of other useful solutions, please comment below. And to talk more shop on this topic, we also have a dedicated laser and CNC channel in our Discord community. I would love to see you there.